Our main objectives at Middlesex Center Fire Services are to create fire awareness for residents located in the municipality of Middlesex Center. Our second objective is to recruit potential volunteer firefighters within our communities. And our third objective is to inform the municipality of various services that we provide to the communities that are not fire related. Our first objective, which is to create more fire awareness for residents, is meant to further increase the safety of citizens within the municipality. The overall goal of this is to limit the amount of fire hazards, and essentially what we're expecting to see from this is we want to see an overall lowered amount of emergency calls in general. This will lead to safer communities, safer households, and safer businesses. Our second objective is to recruit potential volunteer firefighters within the various communities in Middlesex Center. We want to look for a ton of more volunteers as we are in a consistent need of them, and this is a great way of helping citizens get involved with their communities. We need these volunteer firefighters as we only have very few firefighters on payroll, and we function mainly on volunteer firefighters. We hope to see our recruitment numbers increase because of this. Our final objective is to inform the municipality of various other services that we provide that are not fire related. One of the main ones is this being ice rescue, since we are located in Canada and we have very bad winters. We want to give further information on other emergency services that we provide. And essentially what our main goal is to lower the amount of non-fire related emergencies, but when these emergencies do happen, we want to see an increase of the amount of calls that we receive for these emergencies.
The overall campaign strategy for Middlesex Center Fire Services is to increase the awareness of fire safety and having the proper equipment in case a fire does occur. Smoke detectors, fire extinguishers, CO2 detectors. Additionally, also taking steps in preventing fires from occurring. The key message that they're trying to broadcast is keeping families together keeps the community together. This message is a strong message of importance to the community and society, and the safety of everyone is important to keep families safe in order to keep the community safe. Additionally, the imagery for Middlesex Center Fire Services, when you think of fire services, you think of safety, helpful, trusting, courageous, heroes. These are just some of the things that come to mind when thinking of the services that they do. The 3 appeal techniques that we will be using during this campaign will be a negative appeal technique. So this is a benefit and a promise based on the experience from people who have had firsthand experiences with fires. The second will be a factual technique. This delivers the message in a straightforward, no-nonsense manner to get the message across directly. And our third technique will be an emotional. So this promotes awareness for safety, and it uses emotions in which these situations have brought to people. Our unique selling proposition is going to be, don't let your family's memories go up in flame. This highlights an importance of family and how routine smoke detector checks can save lives and memories. The media strategies that we'll be using are a shotgun strategy. This covers a wide cross-section of the population. It is best suited for a loosely defined market, which our target audience is between the ages of 16 to 64, any gender. We will be using a skip schedule. So this is for if our budget is tight and we aren't so flexible with money, it allows more room for our budget. It also allows us to stretch out our media dollars for an extended period of time, and allows us to also alternate between the way that we are broadcasting our message. So we could alternate from TV to radio to newspapers to billboards. The broadcasting peak times for television are between 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. for radio broadcasts. We'll be using a key market plan. This provides coverage for only our key market, which will be Middlesex Centre and London. This allows for budget constraints if we're not so flexible with our money. We'll also be purchasing media time and space from local televisions, daily newspapers, radio stations, and outdoor advertising. Our target market profile is geographically Middlesex Centre. So this is distributed amongst villages and hamlets north and west of London. This includes Arva, Bollymore, Denfield, and Ilderton, Kilworth, Camoka. It has a population of approximately just over 19,000 people and households of around 7,000. It covers about 588 kilometers. Our demographics are all genders, ages 16 to 64. Their median income is about 27,000 a year. The psychographic information for this target market is they enjoy the outdoors, they spend time with their friends and family, they are well educated, they prefer country living to city living. Their behavioral are they know moderate amounts about fire risks and prevention. They have at least one fire prevention device, usually a smoke detector, and they most likely do not practice any plans or have any like fire safety practices in place in case of fires. So our creative themes and ideas are going to wrap around families, since the key message that Middlesex Centre is trying to get out is that keeping families safe keeps the community safe. So for our television ad, we can do a testimonial from a family who has survived fire. They can share their story and the importance of fire safety and getting routine fire detector checks. Newspaper and outdoor advertising, we could have a family photo or a family's home being engulfed in flames with the saying, "Don't let your family's memory go up in flames," with a second sentence telling people to get their smoke detectors checked. Radio advertising, a catchy jingle or slogan about fire safety would have the best impact on people and would leave more of a lasting memory in their minds. Another television ad we could do is a kid playing a virtual reality game, as these have become really popular lately. And a fire has started in the back, and then this voice comes on and says, "Don't let your virtual reality make you unaware of your own." So that will have a profound message about just being aware of what's around you and taking preventative action to prevent fires. Another newspaper or outdoor ad could be a family illustrating their fire safety plan and the importance of having a plan in place in case a fire does occur.
To ensure that our marketing efforts are most effective on our intended audience, we will focus our resources on these 4 channels: radio, billboards, newspaper and television advertisements, and digital marketing through social media, YouTube, and Google searches. Since Middlesex Centre serves a very broad demographic market, these channels are selected carefully so we don't leave any gaps in the market. Radio ads offer mobility, selectivity, and cost effectivity. No matter if you're driving a car, relaxing in your hall, or shopping with your friends, radio ads will reach you somehow. We can also select the formats of the radio stations we would like to advertise our campaign on. For example, the adult contemporary stations, we have a large range of age for the people who listen to it, from 25 to 55 years old. Radio ads are also cost effective in multiple ways. They can offer high frequency rate, and message can be altered at a short notice, which is 2 weeks. Billboard ads. Oversized billboards or superboards. They can be as long as 60 feet and they are great for grabbing attention, and they maximize the reach potential when we place them on major highways. Billboards are good for people who are in transit and they deliver a short, simple, and a powerful message. Digital marketing. We will be focusing our digital marketing on three major platforms, that's YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, to reach the younger audience of the Middlesex County. We will actively use and advertise on these platforms to educate youngsters on fire safety and encourage them to volunteer for the Middlesex Center. Television ads. Television ads can have high reach, coverage flexibility, and frequency potential. The ads reach a large number of people and it can be repeated a number of times. We will use local stations rather than national coverage to save money. This will allow us to keep the coverage limited to the residents of the Middlesex area. Newspaper ads. A large part of Middlesex Center's population relies on newspapers for their daily updates. It offers geographic selectivity as we will choose local newspapers to advertise our ads on. It also offers high levels of engagement as people devote a considerable amount of time to read their paper.
This is our 12-month blocking chart. As we can see, January and December are the main months of our focus. This is due to them being right into the new year, and at year's end, we want to make sure that people start off the year well with proper fire safety, which can then lead them throughout the rest of the year. September and February are lower advertising periods. We only tend to use one type of advertisement for these. Radio, TV, and internet are our main sources of advertisement, as they're the easiest way to reach as many people as we can within Middlesex Center. We use a ton of different advertising to increase also the amount of people that we reach throughout Middlesex Center. It is important to note that out-of-home media will be used for winter months and for snow rescue promotions, as there's a lot of road space within Middlesex Center, and we want to ensure that our snow rescue promotions will be put to good use.